Hi guys, DJ Jack back with you here real quick with another video. In this video, I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a great week and all. I just got my wisdom teeth out this week, so I've been fighting for that. But besides that, let's get into the news. Today includes birthdays as of Dave Matthews, who is a 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Then you got you got the anniversary of the 1984 Van Halen album where that had Jump on it. Today's 41 years for that one. You also got a few others birthday celebrating today, but besides that, let's get into the real thing I want to talk about. So this video, I want to talk about the Kansas documentary, Motorcycles Out of Nowhere, about the rock band Kansas. It came out in 2015. It was a documentary. I don't know what it's on. I think you have to go to Fandango or something to find it, and have a Fandango account and find it somehow, or YouTube TV or maybe Apple or something to find it. But it's a really great documentary. It's about the history of the founding of the rock band Kansas, and it really, really, really tells you about all those history, about those records, and how the guys formed the band. I seen Kansas in concert 3 times, and all 3 times they've all been fantastic. Such great. The Kansas puts on a great show, and they're definitely one of the greatest bands for the 70s. But yeah, interesting story about their new, their documentary that came out in 2015 called Motorcycles Out of Nowhere. It was basically a 40-year anniversary, documentary that came out of the founding of the band, and it was great. It was great. I mean, I watched it last night. My dad put it on for me, and I would say I couldn't stop thinking about it after I went to bed last night. It was definitely interesting, especially to the parts where they were where they had to deal with I think his name was Don Kirshner, who used to have the Friday night rock shows back in the early 70s and mid 80s. Don Kirshner from CBS Records and Columbia Studios up in New York. Yeah, they were he was one of the very first people well known for bands like the Rolling Stones had on his show, had record deals with him, few other people, but Kansas was one of the new ones that jumped in there, and really, really interesting. But I gotta be honest, Lenny Kavrin, who was I believe he was a singer or something. He was the singer, one of the singers or something. I mean, he's just so great. I mean, he's the one that wrote most of the Kansas songs, early Kansas songs, and I gotta be honest, he's amazing. All the songs he did ended up being hits, and he had the songs and stuff. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting documentary. Highly recommend you guys try to go watch it. You can look it up. You can find it. I definitely recommend the Kansas. It's called Motorcycles Out of Nowhere. Motorcycles Out of Nowhere. It's really great. It's a great album. Really great documentary. And basically how the drummer Phil Earhart reached out to all these guys to form the band Kansas, and they started off kind of in Kansas, and where a lot of the members are from. They started off performing at this motel or someplace or something, very empty building somewhere in where Kansas was founded, and they just put signs up and stuff, and said they're giving away free beer and stuff, and basically just to start the band and stuff. So they played at this one empty venue, like theater place that used to be, I guess, some theater or something, and it was an empty building, and they just rented the place out to make it a venue, and they put signs up saying Kansas the new rock band, selling beer and stuff, and then they basically sold out concerts, and that's where it all started. and stuff. It was a very interesting story. I highly recommend this documentary. Particularly, is the founding of the rock band Kansas. It goes all the way from the founding of the first album and all the way to Point of No Return album. 40 years. It's great. It's a great album. It's been 51 years now, almost 52, but still. I highly recommend you guys go watch the Kansas documentary. Find it out there. Definitely want to watch it. So, besides that, this is just my review of that documentary. I highly recommend. So, hit the subscribe button. We'll talk later. Thanks.